Hello, I'm Melanie, and the topic I chose today to teach about is getting and maintaining good credit or cleaning up your credit and having a savings goal. And the reason I chose this topic is because I am currently in the middle of trying to clean up my credit and get things ready so that we can purchase a home. Um, this is a skill that you did not learn early in life, or I didn't. It wasn't taught to me and my family. It was just kind of, I've mostly bungled through my life trying to get and maintain or some kind of semblance of life. So, but I really, truly, strongly feel that this is a skill that should be taught in the high school through the junior and the senior year extensively. Most people don't even know, even people my age or a decade younger, what credit is and what it's for and what it's about. So it's a very important thing. It can affect your career goals. Some employers pre-screen for your credit before they hire you. It can affect leasing an apartment or buying a home, financing a car, these things. So, how do we get to good credit? How do we maintain good credit? How do we have savings as a goal? Well, the first thing you need to do is budget. You need to learn how to budget your money. Budgeting is so important, and sticking to it is the biggest deal that we probably come up against. But you need to learn how to budget your money. A good example of budgeting your money is, and how I was taught, was 50, 20, 30. Okay? 50% of your income is going to go for fixed bills in your life. You're always going to have food, shelter, clothing, water, basics. That's 50% of your income, groceries not included. 50% includes your rent, your utilities, insurance on your vehicle, your car payment, things like that. Those are things that don't fluctuate every month. You know every month that these bills are going to be paid and this is how much they're going to be. 20% could be going towards savings. If you have a goal because you want to take a trip, um, then this 20% of this in your income would go to this, or paying down debt if you've already incurred a debt. So maybe 8% of that 20% would go to the trip that you planned for a 3-day weekend getaway with your friends, or and then 8% of it would go to paying off a credit card or something that needs to be paid down. That's 20% of your income. The 30% is flexible spending. Flexible spending are things that fluctuate every month. Your fuel costs, your entertainment, expenses that you incur for your hobby, things like that. Groceries, because even your grocery budget may fluctuate some, depending on, like, this week you had finals or an exam, and you ate out more than what you cooked at home because you were busy or you had a heavy work schedule. So those things are things that fluctuate. The next thing you need to know is, to establish credit is just as important as having bad credit. Like, there's a balance in everything. If you don't have credit, you will have trouble purchasing a home or financing a car, things like that. A good way to establish credit, there are two main ways, and this is what my father always preached to me, was first of all, a credit card. Oh, everybody says, not a credit card. Yes, a credit card. Not one with a $10,000 balance. Do research on your credit cards. You can find some with very low interest rates. You can find some that have introductory interest rates at 0% for an allotted amount of months, 3 to 6 months usually. And once you get your credit card, don't go crazy and spend your limit, but make a small purchase every month, or every other month. And at the end of the month, pay it off. Don't buy something on the credit card that you cannot pay off at the end of the billing cycle. If you do this over a 12, 18-month period, you will have established good credit. Put that credit card up. Don't carry it with you so that you're not tempted to make impulse purchases with it. The other way to do it is go to your local bank where you have your checking account, and if you do not have any credit, take $1,000 loan. Take that $1,000 that the bank loans you and put it in a savings account. Don't spend it. What you're going to do with that $1,000 in that savings account is pay your principal on your loan. The interest will come out of your pocket. Don't pay it off early. Make the scheduled payments. Make the scheduled payments. Once that's paid off, then you will establish a line of credit with your bank. Do that 2 or 3 times over a 3-year period, and you will always be able to go to your banking institution and help them get financial help, whether it's on student loans or financing a car or buying a home. So those are 2 ways to establish credit. You need to establish credit. The other thing is, if you have already, like me, need to clean up your credit and you have a lousy credit score, the first thing you need to do is contact the big 3. The big 3 are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Every year you're able to get a free credit report that shows everything that's negative on your credit report, and you can go online to, there's a website that you can do, and you can order all 3 of them through one website, or you can call them on the phone, look their number up. Once you get your credit report, then that 20% you have set aside for paying down your debt and things like that, you are going to have a set amount in your budget every month that goes towards paying off things on your credit report. Then as time goes by, you know, you already owe them money. They're already on your credit report. If you owe one creditor $800 and another one $200, and you have $200 set aside in your budget for paying down expenses, then it's just $200. Send the $200 to whoever you owe the $500 to. You're not going to pay one item at a time. You're using your allotted 20% out of your budget towards whatever it is. They're going to wait for their money. It's already on your credit report. Credit cards are sometimes a necessary evil that we need, so it's okay to have them. Just use them wisely. Again, leave your credit cards at home. Don't take them with you. I would suggest, if you're going to get a credit card, and be responsible with them, to get a major credit card and a fuel credit card. Fuel credit cards you have to pay off at the end of the month, every month, so bear that in mind. Again, it's only a tool to use to establish credit or for emergencies. The last thing I want to cover quickly is savings. Save, save, save. You may be 20-something years old and think you would never get sick and not be able to pay your bills, but when I was 23, I got very ill and was hospitalized and had to have surgery, and 3 weeks off work as a single parent almost put me under. Even if it's just $5 a month that you save out of your paycheck, I promise you, in the long run, it will add up quickly. Save as much as you can. One paycheck you might be able to do 5. The next paycheck you might be able to do 20. Always save something. There's always emergencies, car repairs, emergency travel for various reasons. Savings is very important. Those are the highlights. The information that I got off the web, and it had a good sample budget called learnvest.com. It's LEARNVEST.com, altogether, no spaces. And the rest of it I learned as an adult from my father and from the School of Hard Knocks. So don't be like me. Get and maintain good credit now. And if you're cleaning up your credit and trying to stay on a budget, no matter what your status with your credit, it takes discipline, but in the long run, it will so more than pay for itself. Thank you, and God bless.